Hi there, Dylan Johnson here with Rally Sport Performance Golf. As promised, I've put together this video so that you can have access to the warm-ups that we're going to learn at the PGA show, and that you can access those any and all the time. Our goal with our warm-up is, of course, to start from the ground up. We're going to look at engaging each joint that's involved in the golf swing and isolate it, getting it warm. We're going to move all the way up through the body, and then our last two motions we're going to look at getting your whole body moving well together from a neurological standpoint, and our goal is also to get our blood flow up. We're looking to get a little bit of sweat going because our muscles work really well when we are warm. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're starting from the ground up. This is also going to wake up your balance a little bit. We're going to start with what I call ankle circles. And we're going to go somewhere around 10, and then we're going to switch the direction for 10. Continuing to stay on that foot, we're going to point the toe down, bring it back up. Point, bring it back up. We repeat on the other side. Again, somewhere around 10 a direction, and then 10 with the point and lift. Moving on up the body, we're going to look at trying to loosen up our hip joints. We're going to start with what we call a leg swing. So I'm reaching across and out, across and out. And what we're getting is that hip to turn in and out, exactly what happens in your golf swing. Let's work on that hip just a little bit more. Our third exercise we're going to call on the horse, off the horse. You can use a golf cart to stabilize. You can use a wall like I am here. On the horse, off the horse. Get as high as you possibly can. Down and up. All right? Moving along, we've loosened up our ankles. We've loosened up here through the hips. Let's move on up here. We want to start to engage our hip rotation. Okay? We're going to hold on to the shoulders in our golf posture. I would like you to try and rotate your hips separate from your spine. Okay, that's going to be an exercise in itself, but we're neurologically preparing you for what we want to happen in our golf swing. Okay, we like to get up to the top. We like our hips to begin that downswing, and then we power down and through. Okay? We've warmed up those hips. Let's head up towards the spine. We're going to go hands behind the head. We're going to look for as much spinal rotation as possible while my elbows are pulling back. Slow back and forth. On this one, you can think about trying to keep hips pretty stable and all that motion coming out of your spine. So the exact opposite of the previous motion. While we're in that position, let's keep the legs just outside of block, so slightly bent, but we're not going to add any knee bend as we head down. Feel those hamstrings stretch. Your back should stretch, come up out of it. Stretch, come up out of it. So what we're loosening up here is, although it doesn't seem dramatic, your body in a forward tilt position is lengthening through the backside. If your body is not loose enough and ready for that, coming through impact, your body's going to try and be standing up the entire time. So if we can loosen that up, your body's going to be much happier staying down here during that golf swing. Okay? We're going to do a couple others from that golf posture. We're going to try to warm up your shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades act as a mechanical advantage for your shoulder. So just for the sake of it, if you put your hand up over your head, you should see, or you will see, your scapula, your shoulder blade, shift right under that shoulder to assist the shoulder. Okay? So if we create great movement in your scapula, your shoulders are going to move much better, which is going to make us a happier golfer. Okay, so I'm going to go into that forward position here. I want you to take those elbows nice and high. We're going to reach forward, and then I want you to think about squeezing your shoulder blades together as hard as you can. Down, squeeze the shoulder blades as hard as you can. Okay? So we're getting those to move really well with your shoulders. Also from there, when we go into our backswing, we're rotating up and we are asking our shoulder to rotate. Okay? It's not a very natural feeling position, but we're forced to do it, especially if we're trying to drop down into what we call the slot, okay, in our golf swing. We need that shoulder to be able to essentially lay that club down a little bit on the downswing. Okay, so we're going to be in that 5-iron posture again. Elbows up. I'm going to have you rotate your hands as far back as they can, as low as they can. Internal rotation, little external rotation. Okay, so we want to feel your in-range of motion, but we don't want to jerk anything. We want to feel like we're working in a safety zone here. Okay? So I'm already starting to feel the blood flow. I feel really good with my movement. The last piece I'd like to go through is the opportunity where we start to build that sweat and we start to get body parts working together, okay? Coordination. Now our first one we're going to call a side lunge with rotation. Again, all these you can do on the range. It's very simple to get these done on the range. I'm going to side step, so I'm transferring my weight. I'm going to rotate my spine, so all those parts I warmed up are now working together. Again, somewhere between 10 and 12 a side. And last but not least, okay, for this one, we'll angle this way, is a step back lunge, rotation. My balance is feeling engaged, my legs are feeling engaged, and I'm starting to build that coordination I'm going to need for the round. If you have any questions, please visit our website, rallysportboulder.com. You can also contact me directly through there. Thank you very much.